right, so look this up on Google Maps and you can get an aerial view according to the advice we just received here. I'm gonna give that a shot. That's pretty cool. That is a very big head, so I'm sure you can see it.
Actually, that's a normal sized human skull, and we just have really tiny ones.
There it is, Neon Museum. I always wanted to come here. Parking is right across the street here in this little area. It's kind of like in a residential area. It's weird. But let's go in and check it out. It's a check-in desk. And then you head right on out here. There's a lot of Vegas history here. Here's my audio. Whoa. Wow. The old Hard Rock Hotel guitar. Man, spent many days there. Sun glare, look at that. Here's the Golden Nugget. Man, some history there. Wow, look at that. Moulin Rouge. This one's way before my time. It's pretty cool. You can pause to read this if it's in focus. I'll try and get some of these like that so you can do that. Oh, Cortez. Wow. That's so crazy, that Hard Rock. And now they're building the hotel to look like that guitar. I can insert a picture, if I remember. So many old signs, parts of Vegas, look at that. There's the old Binion's Horseshoe Hotel and Casino. Binion's Horseshoe Hotel and Casino was named after Benny Binion.
Thanks for coming in.
How's it going? Wow. Sassy Sally's. Let's see. Sassy Sally's Casino was styled after the saloons of the American West. If I'm not mistaken, that Sassy Sally, or a version of that, is inside a hotel here somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it. The old plaza. Plaza Hotel Casino. Yucca. I don't know this one either. Again, another one probably before my time. Yeah, opened in the 1950s. Post World War II America. Wow. I remember all the hotels and motels used to have these color TV signs back in the day.
It's a very iconic cowboy here in Vegas. However, you're probably more familiar with the giant river on Fremont Street. He used to go like this and say cowboy partner. He hasn't done that in quite some time. He hasn't moved since the 1990s, and he hasn't spoken since 1966. The legend goes that a couple of actors named Lee Marvin and Woody Strode got so sick of him interrupting the filming of the movie The Professionals every 5 minutes with his howdy partner that they went up to their room at the Mint, opened a window, leaned out, and shot him with a crossbow till his voice box came out. So they did get arrested for shooting arrows over Fremont Street. They didn't hit anybody or anything, so they were released the next day. Vegas Vic doesn't talk anymore because of tourists. He used to sit right on the corner next to two very popular motels and just said, howdy, partner, every 10 minutes like clockwork. Soundproofing wasn't the greatest in the 60s. If you're trying to sleep on a hangover over here that every 10 minutes, it's going to piss you off.
Whoa, the old palms.
Just turn them off, and then when there aren't motels around anymore, we're turning them back on. So there aren't motels in that area anymore, but nobody knows how to turn them back on.
And the Tropicana back there. Look at, they have some hidden stuff way in the back.
He is a big proponent of it. In fact, that's why he was created back in the 1940s. Consider him kind of like our Statue of Liberty.
Another thing you can pause if you'd like to read all the details. Red Barn. Red Barn. Opened in 1958 as an antique store. Later converted into a club, coffee house for local college students. Very cool. Got any history buffs? I'm sure you'll appreciate and probably know more about this stuff than I'm reading even here on the details. Anderson Dairy. What do we got here? The Green Shack. Oldest in the Neon Boneyard. This is the oldest sign. Wow, back to the 1930s. Ann Myers, Queen of Hearts Hotel. 1978, 50s. Hotel Nevada.
Like, Ari, I thought you wanted to sleep, my friend.
That is wild. Oh wow, it's a big skeleton. Look at that. Why did they set that up right? I want to see what that looks like. Oh, here we go. From Treasure Island. Look at that. Pirate Skull was part of the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino's pylon signage. It was installed in 1993. That thing is huge. The Old Frontier. Fox Theater. Alibaba Wedding Center and Motel. That skeleton is enormous. Look at that.
So he's a directional sign, so he would have been up a lot further than this. He would have been up as high as where Jackpot is in the Jackpot Hotel. You're supposed to see him from a couple streets away. So where's the pool hall? It's right there. That's what that is doing. It's still a pool hall. It's just owned by PTs, so they got bought out by that big chain. But where it used to be documented is still a pool hall. Still there. This was like a chain that was mostly in the Pacific Northwest area. Think like the Dakotas over to Oregon. There were only ever two in the Rockies, one in Vegas and one in Phoenix.
Silver Steiner Cleaners and Laundry. Happy shirt. Oh, smiley face on it. Should bring that back in some format. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
There was, so as far as I know that there was one in both North and South Dakota. There was one in Butte and Billings, Montana. The one in Billings was the one that it started at. There's one in the town outside of Portland. There's one in a town in Idaho.
So I'm not sure what happened to that one, but this one right here has been sitting right there since 2004 when they rebranded as TI.
Wow.
Stands for Treasure Island.
All right, so look this up on Google Maps and
Yeah,
you can get an aerial view according to the advice we just received here. I'm gonna give that a shot. That's pretty cool. That is a very big head, so I'm sure you can see it.
Actually, that's a normal sized human skull, and we just have really tiny ones. Take care, man.
You too, thank you. Very cool. Very helpful. And there's the Stardust Riviera. Stardust, look at that. Stardust Hotel Casino opened in 1958, just a year after the first man-made satellite Sputnik was launched by the Soviet Union. This event marked the beginning of the space age and inspired the themes of the aesthetic of this property. Wow. My glasses on and they're glaring a bit, so it's tough to read this stuff. Sun. Dunes. There we go. Another classic. Hailed as the miracle in the desert, the Dunes Hotel and Casino opened in May 23rd of 1955. And I think there are QR codes on all of these signs I'm showing you. If you want to freeze it and look them up, you're able to do so to get a little more information. Sahara Hotel Casino opened in 1952 and was the sixth hotel casino on the Las Vegas Strip. There's kind of a little map of the layout of some of these, so you can see the placements of them. So different now. Well, Caesars is so much bigger now. Bellagio, Aria Vidara, and then the old Fremont Street. Flamingo. Wait, they replaced that? Upon opening in 1946, the Flamingo Las Vegas Hotel Casino was the third resort to open on the Strip. Miami Beach style. Billy Wilkerson. The Flame. Originally located at 1 Desert Inn Road, the Flame was a Western-themed restaurant opened by Bob Lawrence in 1961. Oh, there's the Barbary Coast. What is this back here? Holy cow, they're old Caesars. Look at that. Shadow from my camera. Originally opened in 1966, the Caesars Palace Hotel and Casino was developed by Jay Sarno, a hotelier who previously worked on projects in California and Texas. Caesar Palace from The Hangover. Wow, so that's where we walk in. That's actually the building in the front. That is this building where you walk in before you enter. Wow. Gift shop. Native of Burbank, California, filmmaker Tim Burton grew to know Las Vegas through weekends spent in the city with his family. While his father enjoyed sports betting, his mother and grandmother enjoyed gambling. A young Burton wandered into the city. All of the bright, captivating surroundings, both the neon grid wall and Las Vegas sign tower, were fabricated and displayed for Burton's 2019 exhibition, Lost Vegas, Tim Burton at the Neon Museum. Based on a vivid memory Burton has of the seahorse-shaped fountains in the pool, the Dunes Hotel and Casino, while the Lost Vegas sign tower is homage to iconic imagery from both the Dunes and the Stardust Resort and Casino.